Hi guys, this is Emnal and we are back playing Huge-oslavia 4 with Death or Dishonor as Yugoslavia. Well, not quite communist Yugoslavia yet, but well, on our way there. Let's just continue. Yeah, I think going for the factories first for our focus here is going to be a better option. We can, however, continue down here because first we need to deal with Croatian opposition. As you can see here, in a similar fashion, to be able to even pick this one, we would have to deal with Slovene nationalism. So, after that, we'll have an option to either go for some tungsten or just already form the Federal Republic. Expand mining industry very well, and as for this, as we discussed in the previous episode, we are gonna go for improved machine tools. And here, develop military industry. How is our construction going? Oh, quite well. So we maxed out it there. Now. I believe there will be enough for us to build in Croatia as well after research or two, so although probably by the time that happens we will have enough political, we'll be communist and switch to actually building military factories, but let's queue it up. There we go. So we of course need to save up a little bit of political power to start justify war goals. Probably 2 at the time now when I think about it. So to be able to guarantee us, to do any guarantees, there has to be a 25% tension. And that 25% tension will be handed to them by Japan the moment they go to war with China. And for that reason we need to get our justifications before that thing happens, and deal with at least those two wars. The problematic one. Alright, so communists demand referendum. There is a widespread support for communists in Yugoslavia, and well, we can either go to war or try to ignore them. But since we want to become communists, we'll just get a 5% hit to our mighty 30% national unity and switch the government. And there we go. Josip Broz Tito is at the helm. Very well. Well, we could switch to the partial mobilization outright. The question is, should we? So this is gonna go for a relatively while longer. So getting to 15 is not going to be all that easy. So basically we can just continue building infrastructure, or go for partial mobilization, or we can just go and go for war economy. I mean, once it hits, or we can wait for that plus 25% from Macedon nationalists to go away. But I think in our situation, where we really need to go for the early war, we really need to start building those factories a bit earlier, and for that reason we will go for mobilization. Well, once we finish this bit. And Soviet Union actually guarantees our independence now. How nice of them. Alright. What do we want from those things? It's April, so we're going to continue that, and I think... well, I'd say land doctrine, but... as well as artillery, although we don't have much in terms of artillery quite yet, so... radio is always nice. Well, let's start with radio. It's good to have a radio for the war. Let's grab that. That was just one day left, hence it finished so quickly. So the thing is, we will need another 140 days to remove the whole nationalism thing. We're in April here. Things won't go to 15 by then, so yeah, let's just go for the partial mobilization right now, and so that should give us a little bit more here. And we can start building factories right there. Well, let's finish this one though. There we go. We'll deal with the rest later. But so if we were, you know, playing without planning on conquering everything that moves around us, then sure, that would be the best option to play it slow. But we really need to start to equip our armies for the reasons that you see here. Okay, we are gonna join Comintern and then form the Federal Republic. Right, let's take a look at that, because I think we will have some spare fairly shortly. This way, and we definitely need to buy more steel. There we go. Hold on with the tungsten for a while now. So now it's 40 something days to build. A bit better. Oops. What do we want now? Gonna do that ahead of time. I think it's time to get at least one more into the get the first doctrine going. Oh, damn it. Yeah, of course. We were supposed to start justifying a war. That's 240 days for this one. And can we justify a war goal? Not quite yet. Okay, this is bad, because this justification will start in June. We'll finish in June. Yeah, next June. Okay, I might have fucked it up. I should have because this one is more expensive because we want to justify two at once. So by the time we do that, there will be Japan going to war. So what we should have bloody done is not change the basically leave the laws as they were and invest the political power into this whole thing first. Damn it, my bad. Okay, so that may prove very problematic very quickly. Okay, improved machine tools. But if we got the goal was of course to start justifying the moment we switched to communism. I got chatty for no reason. There we go. And we joined Comintern. And there are purges in Soviet Union. How timely. And forming a Federal Republic. Here I think, well, we can either go for recon, or even for motorized, or we can get artillery to deal a little bit more damage, and I think we'll actually do that in this case. Slowly dealing with the lack of infantry equipment. As well as support equipment, I guess. I can start now. 13 more. 71 required. Okay, radio. Yeah, let's sit on that. This is Bulgarian workers, your liberation is near. So I think the way we are gonna go about it is try to push through the north, because the terrain is better. This one is a bit further from, you know, if we are pushing through here, it will be a bit closer, but pushing through those mountains without proper artillery or mountain troops is not something I'm willing to do, so we are just, and well, it would be easier to get to Varna this way. There we go. And I think it's time to get to recon companies. We do not have army experience, but might as well start getting those. And Spanish Civil War ended. Well, it's bumped it to 13%. Okay. And we formed the Federal Republic, getting rid of all the negative bonuses except for Serbian general staff. But it's not like we are planning, so we can deal with that here, which will give us additional plus 10 defense, which is a nice bonus, but I think we can do that later. So one of the things we could do is go for local militias. Or we can get some tungsten going, or simply, well, all those three are good options right now. So 2% recruitable population, good stuff. That reduces the requirements. Well, basically saves us a civilian factory. But well, that's just a single civilian factory. And later we can just push for another of those, also get some steel, and all the way down here there are some military factories for us to have on top of the factory output bonus here. I think we'll just get a research slot for now. Keep our options open, and there we go. Marco Polo Bridge incident. Yes, it's time to get more steel. Another option there is gonna be, of course, getting more steel. from 7 steel. That will be, well, basically 8, because well, the other 8 will go into the exports. We're actually, is anyone actually buying stuff from us? So yes, actually Turkey and Portugal are buying 2 of our 8 of our aluminum each. Kind of wish Soviet Union did, but I obviously do have some spare aluminum. I don't remember. Okay, how far are we? Finish in February, alright. So in early January there will be, of course, Japanese attack. But by that time we should at least get Bulgaria underway. Interwar artillery. Well, I don't think we actually need to get to start justifying this war quite yet. I'm pretty sure that they would they would guarantee them anyway by the time we finish it. So might as well wait and do that once this finishes and not pay additional 50%, since we are not actually swimming in political power. Right, and there we go. As for our next bonus, let's see, how are we on the construction? 3 left, eh? So yeah, let's get the railroad network on the way. That's 20, 23, yeah. United Chinese Front forms. So even if we were to justify a war goal, that's increases world tension by 6. So down to 66 power though. So, but since this finishes in February, we'll just wait. Either way, we can't really do it before 25. I don't think we could have done that earlier anyway. So. Now, should have already tested it, to be honest. I've done a lot of testing with other nations, so well, only one test with Yugoslavia. And now, yeah, I think we need the computing. And for the next one, we'll go for the guns. Right here, and actually we need that more than recon, so let's just do that. The wars. Right, so we are ahead in terms of artillery and on infantry, well, almost on infantry equipment. Still, I think one more here will be good option, and the third one right there. Okay. 5th of February. I think they really should limit the whole spam thing. Alright, let's actually reassign our forces, because this is not exactly how I want them. Now I realize. So I want, I'd say, 1 normal division and one mountain division on the defensive here. So this division, one of those, and one of those. Actually, let's add 2 additional that will be used to to attack there. So you guys are moving here, all of you are moving here. You are going to move all the way there, because we'll need, we'll try to use some cavalry to quickly rush the objectives. You are basically moving into here, you are moving into here. One of you can stay, and 3 of you can move in there. And I only need, let's say, 1 division to defend this whole thing. We'll try to push over through here. There we go. That should more or less do it. Well, this whole tank division is a joke anyway, but let's leave it there. Alright. 2 days, we should be in position. Well, I actually don't. So, okay, I will need to leave 1 division. Okay. One more division right here. And the rest of them. Oh, Jesus. You stay, the rest of them can actually, well, we should probably move here, since from here we can attack more directions. Well, doesn't really matter. Okay, a few more days. Alright, and you are arriving here in 2 days, so that's okay. Let's declare war. Okay, let's start by justifying a war goal here. I'm pretty sure they are gonna get guaranteed by the allies, but well, let's just hope not. They sometimes don't have enough in terms of political power or will. Okay. Not calling allies because, well, we want to grab that land. Okay, so that's a bit too much in terms of how much we are sending. So we're gonna send, let's say, I think we're just gonna send 5 divisions. Cavalry will have to wait, so we're gonna use infantry here. Or infantry like that. Our goal here is to cut those guys off and render them useless. We are gonna attack for the time being to keep them occupied. Here we'll just stay on the defense, except for this guy that was supposed to attack. Alright. And frankly, we'll have to delete all those altars in a sec, because they will get all messed up. As for Air Force, I don't think I want to use my Air Force, because they actually have a fairly similar one in power to my own, although I don't know, let's actually use it. So we want to, well, let's stay on no retreat, but use them in only during the day, because that's when most of the actual fighting is gonna go. There we go. Yeah, this would probably be the best space, rather airfield, rather than the other one up top. Not quite a guarantee yet, so there is hope. Alright, so pushing out of this is important, and then defending the other one. Oh. Alright, so you guys both attacking and defending, that's perfect. Anschluss of Austria. You guys want to join wars? Nope, you don't get to. Now we can go straight for the second research slot or get some steel and factories. Let's see. I think rushing the research slots and the military factories here is the better option, to be honest, because this is basically worth a single civilian factory, because we'll just get 8 steel out of it. This would make more sense, of course. So let's get steel. Let's get research slot. Get those out of the way. Yeah, I should probably slow things down a little bit. No guarantee yet. Anschluss hit it by 10. It's okay. So our goal is here that there is a guarantee, but this is the guarantee that we want. We want Greece to actually guarantee Romania. We want to declare war on Greece and end up at war with Romania. And if that's not gonna work, and by not gonna work I mean they will be guaranteed by the allies, we will try to do the same thing with the Turks, since they are also guaranteed, and go to war with both nations at the same time. That reason, however, kind of sort of need more troops. Which is problematic because, well, manpower. But I don't think we'll lose that much. Now when I think about it, I should have probably went for local militias in this case. But yeah, it's alright. So they are moving out of there, though. This is annoying that they are actually attacking here, so I'm pretty sure that some of our... No, actually, those of our units, since we left some on the defense, now it worked. It sometimes doesn't, but so those guys are on the defense duty, the other guys are attacking, and this is how it's supposed to. And develop... now, okay, let's remove all of those before they become a mess. Okay, so we are attacking straight into Sofia. Can move in. Actually, you guys seem in a pretty bad shape, so how about you will move there and you will keep them occupied. And yeah, both of you? Yeah, sure. Those mountain troops can pull up right here. So this, of course, is not going to work, but we want to keep them occupied long enough for those units to actually go there and take this mountain. Okay, I don't want those attacks, so let's do that. You guys are supposed to mostly go there. Although, well, 2 of you can go there and 1 of you can go here. There we go. That's more like it. Ah, damn it. So there is a guarantee. Now the question is, do we cancel the justification and go straight for the justification against Turkey? Or we can go straight for the justification against Romania, actually, and try to go to war against all 3. But that's, I think, that may be more than we can chew. No, still, I think, okay, so we are just going to cancel this justification. And gonna start one right here. See if they, oh, of course they justified. But that's okay, so we're gonna cancel this justification once again, and then go for this one. And hopefully this time around no one is gonna justify, because they already did 1 each. Fingers crossed. Alright, we pushed through here, so sadly we are not gonna be able to grab you know, Greece fast enough, but thing is, well, we couldn't really go for Greece first or for Romania first, because this really isn't a good position to attack Romania from. We would to actually be able to succeed, we definitely needed to attack from the south and just push through Budapest to Bucharest. So I don't think that with the state of our army, alright, so the Hungarians want to finish with the provisions of the Treaty of Trianon and start rearming. Yeah, sure, we'll allow it. It's not like that they will, they would, you know, listen if we said no, so it doesn't really matter in this case. Uh-oh. Right, this cavalry that we're supposed to push through here with. Well, that's working more or less. The defense here, although sadly, since those guys are attacking here, we have trouble pushing through. Come on. Alright, so we got that captured, and our cavalry is actually moving through there. Let's have one division actually attack here to keep those guys occupied, and now our goal here is to actually reach Polvid and Varna. There we go. Now, we of course expended shitloads of political power for this whole nonsense, but I think it will be worth it. There's not really a better way to go about it, sadly. It's always bloody Greece that gets away. Alright, how are we on things here? I would say a little bit more of the support production, and then a little bit more into this, and then we focus much more on the artillery in the preparation to actually change our armies to something remotely useful. So. But let's, to that end, grab more of that, and actually let's get some of the bloody tanks then finally, since we are using already quite a lot. We are finishing our construction there in Slovenia, so next one is gonna be in Serbia. There we go. Repairs are automatic, so we don't, well, slowly, but we don't really care for now, so we'll leave them where they are. Alright, so that's about it for this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll continue our war and hopefully go to war against Romania and Turkey in the next episode. Cheers!